Okay, this is part 2 of my periodic origami video series. This is a 9-inch wide piece of paper. In part 1 we had a 9-inch square. This is 63.5 inches long. You can't see the whole thing here, but that's how long it is. That's because I'm going to make 7 modules. Hopefully that'll end up with enough modules to make a sort of Ouroboros that eats itself into becomes a star, a 6-pointed star. Or it could be folded straight. We'll probably show it either way, to be a zigzag. So it's 63.5 because I might not be very accurate, and it would be nice to be able to trim to make it fit. So the way we're going to make it into modules is we're going to start folding diagonal folds. And of course when you fold a diagonal you get a square. Which is how we want to start this. Now, I make all of my creases. Oh, I forgot to mention, you might see a crease there in the center. Once you cut your length of paper, I cut this from an 18-inch wide web, that's why it's 9 inches. You need to fold it in half the full length. If you have all carpeted floors, you're going to have to find a board or something you can use to progressively crease it. So, I fold all my creases both ways because you never know, at least I can't plan ahead, which way they should go ultimately. And many of these creases are, as you saw maybe in the first video, you might have noticed that they have valley folds. There are valleys and mountains along their length. So I just fold them both ways. Trying to be as accurate as I can here because we have a layer can accumulate, and we don't really want that to happen. Okay, there's our square. I need to flatten that out and fold it the other way. Alright, let's start our first square. Looks pretty good. And I'll reverse this crease, and that'll come in handy because we'll fan fold the whole thing, and we'll use a fan folded strip. It'll stay fan folded while we're folding it. And we have to do this 7 times. Of course, the ones I videoed outdoors were 17 modules. That was quite a project. You might want to count them. Go back, look at the videos, and see if you can count how many modules there are there. So many layers. We'll see, maybe it's better to have the layers all stacked up. Maybe it was better to have them stacked. As you can see, the more modules you have, the more cumbersome it's going to be. Alright, this is the last crease. And it will be time to trim it. Okay. Reverse that last fold. All folds get folded both ways. Then we have our 7 modules, and there's that 1/2 inch. So I can kind of test my accuracy here. It looks like it's less than 1/2 inch. It looks like I used up 1/8 of an inch getting this far. Let's see. Indeed, almost exactly 3/8 of an inch. So this one might not turn out all that pretty. So try to square it up, and we'll mark that. And cut it off. There we have our 7 segments of paper to make our 7 module periodic origami. And we'll make some more creases in part 3.